Hello and welcome to another update video about Harmony 1. Harmony continues to be in its correction, and while a lot of cryptos are moving up quite strongly today, Harmony is only going up a little bit really, so at least for now. So we're going to take a look at that. Overall, we had here this impulse to the upside with the wave 5 completed in October. We then moved into a correction that in my view down here in December was the wave A, when we crashed down with Bitcoin, then started to move up in a wave B. On this channel I remained bearish all the time, took profits up here. You remember that we talked about that in the videos. Profit taking here and now starting to dollar cost average in again at the current levels. Basically reinvesting profits is really nice. And back then I gave you that target area for the wave B. There was a strong reaction. It did move up a little bit more, but not significantly more, and even I had a sell order place a little bit above the target area, so that was fine, because just because there's a target area it doesn't mean it couldn't go a little bit higher. It's all about probabilities, and wave B was triggered, and then we moved down here, or we are moving down here in a wave A, or in a wave C, sorry. Similar to Cardano as well, basically doing something quite similar, also just moving sideways here for now, a little bit in a triangle at the moment, and can't really break out while other cryptos are breaking out. Harmony 1 is a bit in a sideways movement. It seems to be caught here between the 200-day moving average that you can see here in yellow, but really actually more, let me take that line out, really more here in between these two lines, so two converging lines. It's symmetrical triangle, you could call it. And depending on how you want to draw it, maybe there's an opportunity to draw it a little bit like that. Yeah, possibly like that. Or you disregard the peaks and you draw it more like that. It doesn't really matter. It is a triangle, and the price action is a bit constricted by that. And there will be a breakout at some point here in the near future. And if we break out of this triangle, let me just show you what we can then expect. If we broke out today to the upside, you could expect here probably something like a 24-cent Harmony 1, and to the downside we can expect here, actually that would be the price move down into my target area that I have here on the chart. To be fair, we're not too far away from that anymore. My target area for the completion of the correction is actually sitting here between 7 cents and 13.5 cents. So absolute realistic price levels. Always people who say it's not possible, but it is. It's possible. We've seen it numerous times where apparently impossible prices were just made possible by one significant drop. I mean, all you need is not even a drop like that. You just need half of a drop like that, and then you're in the target area. And here with the key support levels being at 13.7 cents. The next one, which is the 0.786 Fib level, is pretty much at 10 or 11, pretty much 10.5 cents. And the 0.887 Fib level is at 7.3 cents. I think we shouldn't drop lower. I think that would be good enough. That covers it. Can't really make that target area smaller for now, because we need to see how the price reacts to each of these support levels to determine that. Overall, that is what the price is doing, just waiting here for another correction, which doesn't mean it couldn't in the short term at some point push up here a little bit. It's basically waiting here for, the thing is, if it's coming from above, you would normally expect it to break to the downside, because what you can see here is a move down, consolidation, and just continuation, right? But it's often not as easy as that. And if, for example, if the whole market is moving up like it's just at the moment, it's probably more likely to break up. And if the market is starting to go down again, it could break to the downside of that triangle. It's important to have an understanding of both levels. The thing is, even if it goes up in the short term, the important is the general trend direction, and the general trend direction is pointing to the downside. We are in a wave C, an impulsive wave to the downside, and I do expect that to continue, especially if we take a look at the higher time frame indicators on the RSI on the weekly. Very meaningful. It broke only just here, I think last week or so, the 50 line of the RSI in the bearish range, and on the MACD, here very important as well, the MACD. It had a bearish crossover here a few weeks ago, and since then also just moving down. So it is the indicator, the momentum, yeah, just pointing down on the weekly. Very meaningful indicator and very meaningful time frame. And normally, you know, you can't expect the price to turn around, or new all-time highs would not be supported with an indicator like that. So we would not want to see, first of all, a turnaround here. Can't really see it. Also on the 4-day chart, not yet. Yeah, no turnaround. And here on the 4-day chart, very meaningful as well. Just crossing the 0 line. It's basically a sell signal. So yeah, I mean, it's not good signs for the price, or actually maybe it is good signs depending on which perspective you look at. I actually wait for lower prices here, even for Harmony One. I think it's a fantastic project, but I think it just needs to finish off its correction, similar to most other cryptos, which are basically all doing it. Some slower than others. Harmony One took a bit longer to do the correction because it had a very strong wave B to the upside. Basically, Harmony One is moving together, you could say, with Polygon Matic, very similar, with Phantom at the moment, with Cosmos. They are all moving in a similar wave pattern. It's interesting how you can actually cluster these cryptos, how they move together. And as I just said, Phantom, Harmony One, Polygon Matic, and Cosmos. I'm sure there are a few others as well. And then you've got the likes of Ethereum, Solana, for example, AVAX. They are moving together as well, yeah. So it's very interesting how these move together. But the message here is, yeah, basically, even if there are short-term upside possible, it is more likely we drop further down based on what I expect for Bitcoin, based on the higher time frame indicators. Of course, when they change, I'll let you know, and then things could be looking different. But what the price action is doing here is looking absolutely not impulsive in any way. It's actually quite weak. There is little volume, and we are below the 200-day moving average. Yeah, so the price has struggled so far to push above it. That is, by the way, currently sitting at 20 cents. Key support level here, as I said, the low of that triangle, sitting at 17.2 cents. And then below us is the 0.618 fib level, 16.6 cents. If that is lost, I think we can expect an initial drop here to these 13.5 cents. So that's a very important support level, 16.5 cents, the 0.618 Fibonacci level. And yeah, as soon as you break that, that unlocks much lower prices. It's a very important Fibonacci level. And if the bulls cannot hold that one, then I think we are going to go into this target area. And that target area, again, it's not here for fun. It is based on Fibonacci, is based on the Elliott wave method, based on the area where with the highest probability this correction should be finished. And bear in mind, I showed you this target area when we were just still on our way up here, I think. You know, this is typically what the cryptos are doing at the moment, what the altcoins especially are doing. Yeah, some altcoins did come down to the 0.887 fib level already, yeah. Like VeChain, or at least it's very close. So it is possible. It's in no way unrealistic or impossible that the Harmony One price is going to go into the area, especially not if Bitcoin does another 20, 30 or 40% sell-off, what I actually do expect. All right, hopefully you liked the update about Harmony One. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you want to see my own buy and sell orders, and also want to join a great community on Telegram and Discord, then yeah, feel free to check out the channel membership. You can join on my website, and you can find a link in the description, or even here on YouTube. Both possibilities are there. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.